Hi, me again. Reviewing some things. I had to get new internet because of what's going on with Xfinity and Ring cameras. And verified and confirmed too. Xfinity did not work with Ring cameras at all. They also started causing me problems with my Roku devices. Of course, naturally, not certain devices, only Roku devices. Uh, they were strange errors. I didn't know what they were. And disconnects from TVs that were running Google in the background. I got fed up with it and found out they didn't know what was wrong because it was on their own servers and they fired all their technicians. So how are they going to fix anything? So Xfinity was a no-go. So I canceled their service. Immediately I get a pop-up saying, you need to check out Verizon. And they sent me a 5G gateway. Whether or not you care doesn't matter, but 5G gateway. Let me tell you something about 5G. Where I'm located at is kind of iffy. That's an understatement. The inside the box has a gadget to hook it to your window or to the wall, and it has a nice, pretty white box with some buttons. Ooh, I'm excited now. See, that's it. And it weighs quite a bit. You got to hook it up on the wall. Definitely got to hook it up. You can't put that up on the wall. Let's just say that's just not that good. Anyway, you got your cables and all that other stuff that it comes with. I hooked it up, and you're supposed to get a green light for it to show it's working. Well, guess what? That green light never came. So I'm like, oh, what's going on here? I'm boxing it up in case you want to know. I said, what's going on here? Well, Verizon sent me a box that wouldn't work at my location, and I'm not the first person in this area to try to use it. So they keep sending out these devices when they know they don't have coverage. And here's the kicker. If you have that box, Verizon won't take it back, but they want to bill you for it. And it's an exorbitant price like all companies. But I called their tech support. First and the second one both hung up on me when I mentioned that, you're by law supposed to take back a product that does not work. It might work somewhere else, but it sure as heck doesn't work here. They hung up on me. Verizon did. So review on that one, don't buy anything Verizon. The first sign of a company going bankrupt is and this is no joke, the first sign is they won't take returns. You can't take this to a store. They won't give you a shipping label. And this is a product that they say will work at your location but doesn't. And they even sent a technician to my house. And that costs money. And he said, this never could have worked here ever. And he had to take the box all the way down within 25 yards of the tower to get it to work. And the technician basically, it's never going to work. They're not going to get anybody around this area to get anything. And I said, well, thank you. And he was really nice. He reminded me of Tommy Chong, actually. He was kind of funny and nice. The same vein person, really cool. And the same attitude, laid back. But he was very good at his job. He checked every square inch of this house. And he said, you don't even get a signal in here. And it's not the house. He said, you got all 2-story houses. He said he's never seen a neighborhood like this. And I never really thought about that before. But he said also, that's not the problem. He said the problem is that the tower isn't sending a signal your direction. So you won't be using it. So that's the end of that. Problem solved. So I went to T-Mobile on the perchance, and the guys in the store said, it's not supposed to work there, but it probably will. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, here's our coverage map for your area, and he showed me the pink map. I said, well, what about the 5G? He said, that is 5G. Here's 4G, and shows me the green map. And it totally covered my area. Well, I said, well, how come you guys don't sell it all the time over the phone? He said, well, they have to wait till it's certified. He said, we don't We'll go check. He said, go check. He gave me a deal saying he'll give me a rebate after so much time if it works. And it took me less than 5 minutes. I kid you not, less than 5 minutes. And their gateway was up and working with 100 megabit. That's not Xfinity speed. I had a really 948 megabit. But if you have 948 megabit that doesn't work with any devices, what's the point? So, buy the correct one. Wife's talking with somebody on the telephone, but I can walk up there and show you what the gateway device is for T-Mobile, and it's like really good. Well, it gives you quick. The ping's good. You can play video games on it. Stream videos. It's not a terabit at my location, but it worked at 5G the second I put it up. And 100 megabit is going to be 5G. Connectivity. That's the device. Well, let's turn it around here. I'll switch the camera. I don't think I can right here, so I'll just show you. That's the device. And I connected it up to an eeros. eeros is a mesh Wi-Fi for those of you who don't understand. And it took me 5 minutes for the entire process. From plugging it in, finding a signal. It's only 4 bars. Could be 5. I wish it could be 5. I might move it around a little bit and put it on a shelf, see if I can get 5. If I can get 5, I'll probably get a lot faster speed. They said that too. You can get a ton faster. So, T-Mobile, total end run success touchdown. Verizon. I'm worried about that company. I won't buy anything from them now. I was actually thinking about getting cell phones with them. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen because, well, let me tell you straight up. When you won't take returns of your own product in your stores where they told you to go, corporate told me to go there, you're going bankrupt. I've seen this before. Multiple companies, when they wouldn't take their returns and they refuse to give you labels in the stores, they give you a box. They don't even print a return label. They're going under. I don't know how long it's going to be, but Verizon has got a very short lifespan left in the business of cell phones and 5G, because they must be just getting torn to pieces every day by a company that gave me a device that's set up in 5 minutes when their device is lucky to set up even when the tower's 100 yards down the road. And I wouldn't want to just tell people the tower's down the road. Heck, I'd want to show you. So I'm like, let's go see where the tower is. I'm sure you'll like that part. I think you will. We'll see. So this is my house, and let's go show you the tower. It's noisy. Sorry, airplane's flying over. And I'll show you the tower, and you'll be freaked out if you're like I was. I mean, this is the Verizon tower that's supposed to go to my house, and I'm not sure if you can see it. It's in the middle. It's the gray tower right there at the end of the street with the light tower and the panels on it. That's how far away it is, and it won't work at my house. They have got problems at Verizon if they can't get a tower to connect to a house 100 yards away with 5G. I don't know what their problem is. Either the tower's installed wrong or the people are installed wrong. But getting hung up on by 2 of the people working at Verizon when I complained about why I can't return this and their shipping label process, they hung up on me. And the other lady hung up on me when I asked about why I couldn't return it. So they're aware they have a problem with returns. They don't want to fix it. They don't care. So advice, buy anything but Verizon. Save yourself a lot of hassle.